Okay, Iran. Why are we attacking Iran? Well, I have a theory. I don't think it's probably original or anything, but I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this. It's the theory that the banking cartel, the international bankers, that seems to all lead back to the Rothschild family. They are interested in Iran. Now, why would they be interested in Iran? Well, let's look at a little bit of history here. I'm not going to get into too much detail of the Rothschild history. If you're a first-time listener and you haven't heard anything about this before, start looking into a little family called the Rothschilds. Now, you're going to find a lot of sensationalism. You're going to find a lot of weird stuff, but just use your best discernment and try to stick to facts the best you can. But long story short, the Rothschilds have been in the business of creating central banking and taking over countries' economies through the central bank. In the year 2000, there were 7 major countries, without a Rothschild-owned central bank. They were Afghanistan, Iraq, Sudan, Libya, Cuba, North Korea, and Iran. Then we had the 9/11 incident. And after that happened, that list got shorter. So now on the list, we got rid of Afghanistan and Iraq, but we had the rest: Sudan, Libya, Cuba, North Korea, and Iran. Now, there happens to be a central bank in Iran. As of now in 2011, after everything that's gone on, there are 3 major economies that don't have a Rothschild-controlled central bank, and that is Cuba, North Korea, and Iran. And that is my theory. I think there's a lot of reasons behind attacking Iran. And of course, we've seen the false type reasons with, Israel has to defend themselves, they have to preemptively attack, Iran's about to attack us, maybe we should attack them first, and I'm sure if they blow up Chicago, then of course we're going to probably go to war with Iran. And the military-industrial complex will be very happy about that, and we will continue to destabilize that part of the world. And on top of that, the central bank, will be taken over by you-know-who. So that is just a theory. I don't know. I think it sticks. I think it's pretty good, and more than likely, based on their record and their ability to get it done, I think it is evident, and I hope it's not, but I think it's evident we are going to be at war with Iran soon. Alright, well here's a little conspiracy fact that I want to share with you, and I want you to share this with your average folks who don't sit around and try to discover truth like you do. I want to talk about Bill Gates. Now, it's very common when somebody's as loaded and rich and powerful as Bill Gates that there's always conspiracy surrounding a guy like that. But there's this idea that he has something to do with population control, and that somehow he's tied into Planned Parenthood, and he's funding Monsanto, the horrible company that produces all of the GMO products. I want to share with you an interview with Bill Gates talking about his family. He says, "When I was growing up, my parents were always involved in various volunteer things. My dad was head of Planned Parenthood, and it was very controversial to be involved with that. And so it's fascinating At the dinner table, my parents were good at sharing the things that they were into, and almost treating us like adults talking about that. So, it's not a theory, it's a fact that Bill Gates' dad was head of Planned Parenthood. Now you start connecting the dots. Well, I'm running out of time, and I really want to get into Bill Gates. I want to know what people think. I mean, what do they think that he really sits behind a closed door and chuckles about the destruction of humankind? Because everything he's doing suggests that. So, please share that with people. Bill and Melinda Gates funds Planned Parenthood, is very active in population control. You can document that very easily. And his dad just happened to be the head of Planned Parenthood. Again, I'd like to get into more, but we're going to stop here. Truth has no agenda. See you later.